Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel and to our complete harp beginner series. I'm really excited about sharing with you today's session because we're going to be plucking the strings on our harp. So we're finally making a sound on our harp. But of course, everything that's come before is really important and has led us up to this point. Learning about the parts of the harp, how to tune our harp, what the levers do, how to sit well, how to hold our hands and arms. All of these things are going to add together to bring us to this point to make a beautiful sound on our harp. And so in today's session, we're going to be looking at plucking our strings. So if you're ready to join me, let's get started. Okay, so before we start plucking these strings, let's make sure our body is in a really nice position. So my feet are flat on the floor. I can feel the seat bones on my chair. I'm sitting up nice and straight. My hips are higher than my knees and I've got nice relaxed shoulders. And so I'm going to pull my harp to me, make sure that it's angled nicely. I can see all the strings nice and clearly, and that looks really good. I'm going to have a nice bend in my elbows. My elbows are going to be slightly out from my body, and we're going to be using just the right hand to start with. So I'll focus on getting my right hand in a nice position. My arm's going to rest gently on my soundboard. Now my harp is going to be in C major for this session. So I've got my levers that I need for C major. You might be tuned into C major, but if you want to play along, make sure you're in C major. And we're going to place our fingers 4, 3, 2, 1 on our strings red, clear, clear, black, or C, D, E, F. So let me just let you guys take a closer look at this. C is my red string and I've got my 4th finger. D, and I've got my 3rd finger there. E, next up, I've got my 2nd finger there, and my thumb is on the black string at the top. And of course I've got a nice hand position. My fingers are gently falling down the strings, and most importantly my palm is open, so I've not got my palm parallel to the strings, which would mean that my fingers would be pulling in high in my palm, which we're about to learn we don't want. I've got an open palm, my fingers are falling down the strings, and my thumb is above my knuckles. Now everything that we do in the harp pulls into a fist shape. So when we pluck our fingers in, we're going to be pulling our fingers into our palm, nice and gently, in a gentle fist shape. Now, when I say gently, we want power behind our plucking. We want power behind that pull, but we want our fist to feel gentle and relaxed. We don't want to clench our fists after we've plucked. We don't need this kind of thing. We want a nice gentle fist after we've plucked. Nice and relaxed. Okay, so let's place our fingers again. Let's take a nice close look at this. Red up to black, fingers pointing down and palm out. So we've got lots of space. And we're going to pull our fingers into the base of our palm. Now, in order to pluck the strings, we need to make sure that we've got a nice bit of flesh, a nice bit of this fingertip on the string, not the very, very tip of our fingers like this. That's going to make a thin sound like this. We want a nice bit of flesh. And we're going to really think about squeezing the strings. In fact, you can give them a little squish before we even get going, because we're going to squeeze this 4th finger and pull it in nice and strong into the palm and relax our hand. So it's a nice strong pull in to the base of the palm, and then I relax my 4th. Now I want you to have a look at my pinky at this stage, because the pinky can actually do whatever it wants. So the pinky, my pinky follows my 4th finger. So it's out when my 4th finger is out on the string, and when I pull in, it follows my 4th in, and that's absolutely fine. What we don't want is stress in the pinky. So we don't want it sticking out and feeling stiff. We maybe don't want it curling in like this and feeling stiff. We just want the pinky just relax, and you can almost just ignore it and let it do its own thing. So we're going to pull this fourth finger in to the base of the palm as low down as you can get. And we're going to do that 4 times. And after we squeeze and pull, we're going to relax. Ready to have a go with me after 2? 1, 2. Pull, relax, place. Pull, relax, place. Pull, relax, place. Last time. Pull, relax, and place. Beautiful. Now at this point in time, I want to just mention where I'm pulling my fingers into. So I'm talking about pulling into the base of my palm. Now some of you might not have the same mobility in your hands. This is where you have to work with the hands you've been given. So if you pull in to here, and that's as far as your finger can go without pain, then that's fine. Only pull in as far as feels comfortable. If you can pull right in, great. But if that's a struggle for you and it gives you pain, then pull in as far as you can go. What you don't want to do is pull into the top of your palm like this. So you don't want this kind of thing happening. That's going to create tension. So we're not pulling into the top of our palm, we're pulling into the base of our palm. Let's try the same thing with our finger 3. So I'm tucking my finger 4 out the way, and I'm going to squeeze my finger 3 into the base of my palm and relax. Place, I'm going to squeeze it in and relax. Let's try this together. Ready, go. Squeeze it in and relax. Squeeze it in and relax and place. Squeeze. And last time. Lovely. And then exactly the same with our finger 2. Now it's easy with our finger 2 to let it creep up. We do not want to be doing this. Listen to that tone. Not nice. Long and low on the string. Squeezing in. That's a lovely tone. Try it with me. Ready, go. Squeezing in. Relax and place. Relax and place. Lovely. Very good job. And the thumb we're going to do in our next session. So the thumb's going to wait till next time because we use the thumb in a slightly different way. So always remembering squeezing the strings, pulling in, low in the palm, as low in the palm as you can manage, not forcing your fingers down the palm if it's painful, but just a nice gentle fist with your fingers kind of neatly tucking into your palm. What we don't want is our fingers curling in up high like this, okay? That's going to create tension, so I want them pulling in down low. And the left hand, it's exactly the same idea. So if we put our left hand on the red string up to the black, we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to be pulling our fingers in to the base of the palm. Let's try it together. Ready, go. Pull it in, relax, and place. Now, you might get a little bit of buzzing here. I'll show you in a little minute. And place, and place. Now, if you don't place with confidence, you might hear this. Okay, and that's the sound of my finger tentatively going towards the string. So you want a nice confident place on the string. Place. And that will avoid that buzzing. Confidently place that finger. Okay, so let's try the fourth finger again. Ready, go. Pluck, relax, place. Pluck, relax, place. Lovely. Good. Let's move on to the third finger. Ready, go. Pluck, relax, place. Pluck, relax, place. Pluck, relax, place. Good. And then our last finger, our second finger. Ready, go. Relax, place. Relax, place. Good job. Shall we have a little go doing this hands together? We're just doing exactly the same thing. Here we go. Ready, go. Relax, please. Please. Last one. Moving on to the third. Relax, please. Relax, please. And then last one, the second finger. And last one. Nice. Very, very good. And as you get used to moving through this process, we're reminding ourselves every time to relax our hand. This becomes part of your playing. So it really becomes second nature that as soon as you've had that strength, that moment of strength, almost snapping the finger in and then relaxing, you don't have to think about it as a step anymore. It just becomes natural. Because you can imagine as you start to play lots of tunes, you maybe don't have all the time to think about plucking one finger, relaxing that finger and then moving on to the next. But it does come, over time, it does become really just second nature, and the whole motion of plucking a string becomes that squeeze and pluck and relax, becomes almost one thought. And that is our plucking. Well, I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope you enjoyed making some noise on your harp, getting those fingers plucking and making a beautiful sound. Of course, like and subscribe, please. It really helps us to grow our channel. And let us know in the comments how you're getting on. Did you like the sound that you made on your harp? Did you have any problems that we can help you with? If you pop them in the comments, we will get back to you and we can help you out with those. Now, coming up in our next session, we're going to be working on our thumbs, and we're going to talk all about bending, because when we use our thumbs on the harp, we bend. So I'm looking forward to getting into that session with you very soon.